If you're an online coach and you're struggling to hit consistent months, I'm about to call you out on the top 5 things that are absolutely destroying your business right now. And if you recognize yourself in even one of these areas, you need to fix it immediately, or you'll stay stuck in this cycle of feast and famine forever. I'm talking about coaches who are working 60-hour weeks, constantly stressed about where their next call is gonna come from, posting content that gets ignored, and watching other coaches charge 15, 20, 30, 40,000, and you're staying stuck at $997 or a low ticket offer that's just not producing any results. If that's you, this video is gonna be uncomfortable, but it's gonna be exactly what you need to hear. If you're getting started in the coaching business, this is gonna be some stuff that you need to avoid to make sure if you wanna monetize your message and get your purpose out there and live a really good lifestyle of helping other people and making good money doing it, you don't fail and you start your business on a foundation of sand, but you started on a foundation of rock, and you can build something really cool that you can be proud of and that you can win with. In the next 15 minutes, I'm gonna break down the exact 5 patterns that are keeping 95% of coaches broke and overwhelmed. I know because I've been in each one of these spots, and I know if you just did these in coaching thousands of coaches on how to get out of these phases, you'd be able to kill it. More importantly, I'm gonna give you the specific fixes for each one, the same strategies I've used to help coaches go from 3,000 to freaking 50K months. We'll cover why your messaging is repelling your dream clients, the client acquisition system that actually works, and how to build unshakable authority and the psychology of premium pricing. Okay, you gotta understand, you have to have the back-end strategy that turns one-time buyers into freaking lifelong customers worth 50,000, 100,000, multiple 6 figures. I mean, you gotta figure this out. I'm about to show you how. Before we dive in though, if you're serious about scaling your coaching business, hit the like button right now. It tells me that you're committed to your growth, and I'll know to bring more content just like this that could completely change how you think and build your coaching empire. Let's get into it. My name is Evan Macklin, one of the Macklin Twins, and for the last 5, almost 6 years, I've been in the trenches with online coaches. I've been in the trenches building my coaching program inside of the Elliott Group. I've been able to produce 8 figures worth of high ticket revenue. And that's not even the team that I'm responsible for. This is just me. So there's not many coaches in the world that are doing it the way that we're doing it down here at the Elliott Group. I'm not saying we're perfect, but I'm saying we've built a freaking system that's bulletproof. So in helping other coaches, I've seen coaches go from food stamps to freaking 7 figures. I've watched other coaches with incredible talent, like the most talent in the world, not even be able to monetize their message, not even be able to monetize anything, and they're making 5K a month. Like, it's crazy. And they're stuck at this for years. We built our first coaching program specifically for struggling car sales. And what we discovered shocked us. We built this program because we were struggling car salesmen at one time, and we knew how to get somebody out of it. So if you're not even a coach and you're watching this and you have a specialized thing that you know you can help people, build a coaching program around it. Help somebody get through it. Man, whatever your mess was can be your message. Whatever your pain was can be your purpose, and you can help people, and you're perfectly qualified to do that. So when we started coaching people in the car business, we started to figure out some things that worked and some things that didn't work. And then as we were niched down to that, we went wider and we started coaching people all around the country on different things: solar, insurance, sales, all kinds of stuff. But this business that we're in right now can be heaven on earth if it's set up the right way. Heaven on earth means you can make a lot of money doing it, you can get a lot of purpose from it as well. So it's the greatest business in the world if it's done right. Problem is most people, they have low conversion rates, they don't know how to generate leads, and they're just chasing their tails or selling a lot of their time. But most coaches, they don't realize that there's a better way to do it. I noticed that it wasn't really a lot of the times their coaching skills that were the problem. It was this fundamental 5 business mistakes that keep showing up over and over and over again. The coaches who fix these problems, they always explode. The ones who ignored them, they always stay posting desperate content and wondering why nobody is buying. Nobody. You've probably been told by other gurus that you just need to post more content, run more ads, or lower the prices to get more clients. You might have believed that the market is saturated in coaching and it's just getting harder and harder, or that you need some special certification or some premium prices or something. But here's the truth that nobody wants to tell you. The coaching industry has never been more profitable. It's actually never been easier for those that understand these fundamentals. Well, average coaches are struggling. The elite coaches are having their best years ever. The difference isn't luck. I'm telling you right now, it's not luck. Strategy. Write that down. It's not luck, it's strategy. You gotta adjust your mindset. All right, so problem number 1, let's get into it. Lack of clear niche and positioning. Number 1, you're trying to help everyone everyone, which means you're helping no one, and it's costing you millions of dollars. What coaches are doing wrong, here's what I see everywhere. Coaches are saying, I help the mindset in business and relationships and health, or I help women live their best life, or I help entrepreneurs scale their business and find a work-life balance. That don't exist, by the way. There's work-life integration. This is death by generalization. When you try to speak to everyone, your message becomes noise. Your ideal client rolls right past you because nothing you're saying feels like it's specifically for them. Why does this kill your brand? Why does this kill your business? Well, it's generic. 3 things happen. You blend into the sea of other coaches saying the exact same thing, or your ideal clients don't feel seen or understood. You can't charge premium prices because you're not solving a specific or urgent problem. You understand? So you gotta get this thing right. The fix is laser focused positioning. Here's how you fix this immediately. Use this formula, write this down. I help the specific person achieve the specific outcome without the specific pain point that they want to avoid. Understand, this is not what you want to do. Instead of I help entrepreneurs, I help burned out agency owners systematically delegate 80% of their workload while increasing profit margins by 40%. Boom! Say I help female executives who are crushing it at work but are falling apart back at home. I help them reclaim 15 hours per week and rebuild their marriage without sacrificing their career. Instead of this, I help people lose weight. Too generic. I help busy moms lose 30 pounds in 90 days without giving up family dinners or spending hours at the gym. Boom! That one works. Here's the test. When your ideal client reads your positioning, they should think, holy crap. This person is talking directly to my heart. How did they know exactly what was going on in my mind, in my heart, what I'm going through? If they're not having that reaction, your positioning is too broad. Narrow it down until it feels almost uncomfortably specific. That's when you know you've got it exactly right. Problem number 2, no consistent client acquisition system. This kills coaches. Listen, you could have the best niche in the world, but if you don't get this right and you don't have clients, there's nothing that can happen. So number 2, you're playing hope marketing instead of running a real business, and it keeps you broke. You post when you feel like it. Pray for referrals. Like, God, please give me some referrals. It's not gonna work. And you wonder why your income looks like a roller coaster. One month you make 15K, next month you make 2K, next month you make 5K, then you make 10K, you make 25K, then you make 5K. That's not a business. That's a hobby with anxiety. Here's what a real client acquisition system looks like, so you know, and I want you to write this down. Step number 1, content strategy. You're posting 5 to 7 pieces of valuable content per week across platforms. Circle valuable, write that word down, not motivational quotes, actual freaking frameworks, case studies, and insights that only you can provide. Step number 2, lead magnet. You have a high value, free resource that captures contact information. You need that info. This isn't a PDF checklist. I'm gonna be real with you. That shit sucks. It's something that delivers a quick win and positions you as the expert. Step number 3, nurture sequence. You gotta understand this. You have an automated email sequence that builds trust, shares your story, provides value, and naturally leads people back to your offer. Step number 4, your sales process. Oh my gosh. You have a structured sales conversation that uncovers the pain. And when you uncover that pain, man, you want to peel back that pain. You want to ask great questions, and then you want to squeeze some lemon juice on that pain for that client so that way they remember. I'll be honest with you. In closing millions of dollars worth of deals, right when I get back down to the close, people usually forget about their pain. So be good at bringing up that pain and then be the best at presenting solutions. When this system is dialed in, here's what happens. 1,000 people will see your content, 100 people will download your lead magnet, 20 people will book a call, and then you're gonna get 5 to 8 of those people to become your client. This is predictable. This is scalable revenue that you need. Most coaches skip step 2 and 3 and they go straight to the random content to DM me to work together. You didn't run the play. That doesn't work. That's why they're always starting from 0 every single month. I see it all the time. It's freaking sad. Don't do this shit. Start with this. Create 1 piece of pillar content per week that teaches a complete framework. Turn that into 5 to 7 micro content pieces across your platforms. Every piece should have a clear call to action to your lead magnet. This alone will transform your business. Number 3, your content game is weak and it's killing your credibility faster than you even freaking realize. You're either posting random motivational quotes you found on Pinterest, sharing other people's content, or you're not posting even at all. Meanwhile, your competitors are showing up daily with valuable insights, case studies, and proof of their expertise. Listen, you could be the best in the world at what you do, but if you have obscurity, that's your biggest freaking enemy. There's a lot of people that might be better trainers or in the business that we're in. They might be better trainers, better coaches than us. But the truth is we have more eyeballs than them. That's why our business has been able to grow more than them. You got to get loud. You got to shake the tree. I want you to write this down. Authority versus amateur. Here's the difference between the authority content and the amateur content. Amateurs say, believe in yourself and you can achieve anything. Authority says, here's the exact 3-step framework I use to help coaches break through their income plateau and why step 2 is where most people fail. Amateurs share just generic industry statistics and nobody really cares, because what authorities do is they share personal case studies with specific numbers and specific outcomes. Amateurs post when they feel inspired. Authorities post on a strategic schedule that builds anticipation. It's like your favorite show, your favorite reality show or whatever. They're posting at a certain time. You know when to catch their post and they're going into it. They're excited to see it. You're building fans. You're building that consistency. Your content should follow the 4-pillar strategy. Write this down. Education. Teach frameworks and strategy. That's 40%. That's what we're doing now. Inspiration. Share success stories and transformations of your clients. Go back and look at our YouTube channel. We got a lot of our different clients on here that are showing their testimonials, their transformations, and some of their stories. It's freaking powerful for other people to see what they're saying and not just you saying it. That's 30% of our content. Personal. Write this down. Personal. Behind the scenes of your journey, your family, your hobbies, what you're into. This gets people bought into like who you are as a person, and they want to follow you. They feel like they know you. And when they meet you, they're like so excited. I've had people come up to me in different countries, different states, and they know all kinds of things about my life because they feel like they're close to us. That's important. That's 20% of the stuff that we're gonna share. Promotion, direct offers, and call to action. We're not gonna do that all the time. We're gonna do that 10% of the content, right? We're gonna get direct offers and calls to action back to maybe it's our community, maybe it's an offer that we got going right now, maybe it's a webinar or something that we're excited about. Don't be scared to not pitch your audience. The truth is if you don't pitch your audience, program them that everything's free. I've seen influencers with millions of followers, they've never pitched their audience, and then when they start to pitch their audience, everybody runs from them because they didn't program them that, hey, their shit isn't just free all the time. I believe in value in advance. I believe in giving so much value that people can win off your free content, but then they want to get closer based on your calls to action, and then you can take them deeper through some advanced stuff, and them getting close to you is actually gonna be where they win because they're gonna get more accountability and more community. But if you're never make call to action, you're never gonna get them there. That's probably about 10% of the content that we're gonna post. So if you wanna build authority, if you wanna build real authority, share different viewpoints. Share somebody's viewpoint that's opposite of yours. While everyone's saying follow your passion, you might say follow your passion is terrible advice. You know, you might share something different. Here's why you should follow your strengths instead. Don't be scared to go against the grain. One of the reasons why you'll see some of the people that have blown up the most online is because they're polarizing, is because they have a little bit of controversy. Controversy creates conversation. One of the most polarizing guys on the internet, he shares the truth, but for a lot of people, that creates conversation. It creates a little bit of conflict. It creates clients talking and sharing and discussing, and it's gonna create some haters. If you're not haters, you're not winning. So you gotta understand that. You gotta post some real stuff that gets people talking. Every piece of content should include some form of proof, client results, your own result, maybe data, maybe testimonials. People don't buy coaching, they buy proof that coaching works. They're buying the transformation, okay? Problem number 4, they can't close premium deal. Lean in, I want you to understand this. Number 4, you're scared to charge what you're worth, and it's actually showing up in every sale and every conversation you have. You're offering a $997 program when you should be charging $5,000. You're apologizing for your prices instead of confidently presenting the transformation that you deliver. It's time to believe in yourself. You're competing on price instead of your value. You gotta understand the psychology of premium pricing. Here's what most coaches don't understand. Premium pricing isn't about being expensive, it's about being valuable. When you charge premium prices, you're actually doing your clients a favor. Here's why. Higher investments equal higher commitment, which equal better results, which equal a better testimonial, which equal more freaking referrals. So there's something called the price anchoring strategy. I teach my coaches the price sandwich method, which is really simple. Present your premium option first, $15K, then your offer, like your core offer, your core product at $7K, then your entry option, which could be a couple $100. Suddenly the $7K feels reasonable compared to the $15K. But if you lead with the $3K, everything else feels expensive. And when someone says, this is expensive, let's just do a little objection handling real quick. Here's how you would respond. First, before you respond, what's your attitude? What's your mind frame? Do you believe in what you're selling? You better. Do you believe in your transformation? Write this down. I believe that the transformation happens at the transaction. I believe if I get this person to close up on this transaction, they'll automatically believe that they're worth more money in the industry that they're in or what they're doing, because they're going to believe that they're doing stuff differently. So it automatically changes their mindset. So like, I have an obligation to change this person. So I'm going to go for the close. I'm going to talk about something called COI. I want you to write that down. Cost of inaction. Everybody wants to know the ROI. The COI is actually a way more powerful way to sell high ticket, because it makes you think about where you are and staying the same, and the pain and the frustration of not moving forward and living the same life over and over again. If you can get them to think about the things that they're going to do if they don't take action, it's powerful. Here's how you respond. I understand that price is a consideration, but help me understand. When you think about staying exactly where you are for the next 12 months versus having the transformation that we discussed on this phone call for the last 30 minutes, what would that cost you in lost opportunities, continued frustration, and time? And pause for a second, guys. I might make that opportunities real. If I did a good discovery and I'm selling sales training, I should know that this deal every day might cost him $500 per opportunity. If there's 3 opportunities, I would do the math with him. And I'd say that's 3 opportunities times $500 each opportunity. That's $1,500 a day. Over the next 5 days in the week that you work, that's $7,500. Over the next 4 weeks, that's $30,000. Just say you were able to close 50% of those deals. That's an extra $15K. Oh my gosh. And we're talking about $3K here that you don't want to exchange money to get to another level. Think about the frustration. Think about the time that you're gonna spend on the lot with all these customers doing all this stuff and you don't know how to close them. So never present price without value. Make this real for clients. Man, you have to understand, if you can't confidently say your program is worth 10x what you charge, you need to either improve your program, which could be the case, or work on your mindset. Your energy around pricing is everything. And here's the hack for pricing if you struggle with imposter syndrome. Go spend money on yourself. How you spend money is how other people will spend money with you. So if you're a high ticket salesperson and you're selling 5K programs, but you've never bought a 5K program, you can't confidently move somebody to do something that you've never really done. That's why every year, I sell some really high ticket packages, but I spend a couple $100,000 a year on my own personal development. So when I have to part ways with 15K, 50K, 100K, it's something that I've done before. So if I go to ask other people how to do it, it's not scary. So if you're new to this game, go spend 3K on yourself when you're gonna go ask somebody to spend 3K, and you'll know how they feel and you can walk them through it. Problem number 5, no back-end system. Most coaches, they're addicted to new client acquisition instead of building real wealth. And it is the biggest mistake that you can freaking make. You get a client, you deliver a 12-week program, say goodbye, then start the hunt all over again. Dude, that's exhausting. It's unsustainable and it's leaving millions of dollars on the table. Let me just be honest with you. Let me blow your mind with some math. If your average client pays you 5K once, your customer lifetime value is 5K. But if you have a system to keep them for 2 years at 2K per quarter, that same client is worth 16K. Which business would you rather have? The 16K client or the 5K client? Here's how elite coaches structure their back end. Level 1, entry-level programs. Write this down, $47 to $299. This gives your clients a quick win. It allows them to get close to you. This is the ladder and the starting little piece that gets them into your community, gets them quick wins, and it's your future high ticket. Most people believe in going straight to level 2, which I'm gonna talk about in a second, which is like your offers that are gonna be anywhere from 3 to 15K, but they believe in starting there. And I just don't believe that. I believe that if you could get people into a program and you can give them wins and they can get close to you, all of a sudden they'll go buy the next offer. Then they go up the ladder. Then they go up the ladder, which I'm gonna explain to you here in just a second. But also on the lower entry program, it doesn't necessarily take a sales team to sell that. It takes really good marketing. So you could pay marketing rather than a salesperson, and then you could be inside of the community if you're a newer coach, and you could be plucking the people out of the community that want to go deeper or the higher ticket, or you could have your salesperson working inside of your school community or whatever community you have on whatever platform, and they could be selling the level 2 program, which is your signature program. This to me is anywhere from 3 to 15K. This is your main transformation. This is a chance where you're gonna be doing some higher level calls, some higher level coursework, and there's some better implementation because people aren't just buying courses, they want to buy implementation at this point. Level 3, this is awesome. I love these things. Now we're getting into the high ticket, which of course, the people that pay the most money, they pay the most attention. You can never get these people if you don't give them a couple of doors to enter lower ticket. That's what I believe. Level 3 is your masterminds, your 25Ks to your 50K. This is your ongoing support and advanced strategy. At our masterminds, We put 7, 8, and 9-figure entrepreneurs all in rooms together, and we're working through scenarios, and we're going through different problems and scenarios with them to help them grow, but they're also networking in a mastermind of other like-minded individuals at their level or even higher. So they're getting into a group that they feel like they wouldn't get into back home. They feel like they're in rarefied air back home, but when they're around us and we've built a community of people that are like them, they love it. They're building connections, they're starting to invest money with each other, they're doing things, they're running businesses together, and they're getting that ongoing support from us, which we usually do, you know, a couple of different calls a month with these types of clients to stay close to them. This is something like our accelerator program for coaches. We have an accelerator program that's 50 to 100K, where we'll build out your coaching program for you and help you launch it. So it's a turnkey system. This could be also your higher level groups, like our brotherhood, which is 100K a year, and you're in a network of even higher performers, and you get more one-on-one time and some more things with our founder. So that's like our highest level group, but those done for you systems, people will pay a lot of money for because they want to cut the check for speed. They want to get to launching their program fast. They want their marketing done. They want their offer done. They want their funnels done. They want all of that. We do that for them here at the Elliott Group. We can launch that for them. So we offer that. It's a very popular package. So that's an awesome place to be able to work your way up to selling. But it doesn't start if you don't build the foundation on some of those core offers to get people results. And as you build your company, you'll be able to some of these higher ticket packages. The secret to retention though isn't just great result. It's creating dependency on your ongoing support. Monthly group calls for alumni, advanced training modules, releasing those maybe quarterly, private community access, certification programs, annual events. I think one of the reasons why we've kicked a lot of ass in the coaching space is because we give people a lot of doors to enter where they can get close to us. So we do couples masterminds, we do a couple of sales and leadership summits a year, we do a couple of higher level masterminds, our business syndicate masterminds, we do a couple of our brotherhood meetups. So we give people a chance to come down and get around us. Whereas most programs, it's like one annual event and that's it. So people burn out of their program. There's nothing to look forward to. You got to give people a chance to have something to look forward to. And by the way, if you're brand new, you can do these in your living room. That's where Andy Elliott started. He started doing these in his freaking living room every single month for the first year till we got our first facility, and then we were doing them there. And that was a small 900 square foot conference room. So don't give me this shit like, oh, well, I don't have a building, I don't have all that stuff. Dude, get creative and just start somewhere. Start simple. Create a $497 a month alumni program for past clients. Offer monthly group coaching and advanced training. If you have 20 past clients and 10 join, 5K recurring revenue for you. The recurring revenue, man, that's like the freaking golden word, recurring revenue. And you didn't have that before. Look, if you recognize yourself in any of these 5 points, I'll be honest with you, you're definitely not alone. I've been there, I've seen hundreds of clients there, but you also can't stay there. You have to do something. If you don't change, nothing changes. Every day that you wait to fix these problems is another day your competitors are pulling ahead. If you're serious about going to the next level, we've created the Built to Scale coaching program that goes deeper into these strategies, and we walk you through the exact systems that we use to help coaches go from inconsistent income to predictable income. This is the same system that helped over 200 coaches in the last 30 days break through their income plateau. And in fact, most of those coaches were down here at the Elliott Group for our Built to Scale Live. We do this digitally and we do this in person. And we have literally transformed their businesses from A to Z. If you'd like to be one of those coaches that can go from a shaky income to a predictable income, that can go from maybe not being a coach, but learning how to monetize your message and get your message out there to the world and build something phenomenal. If that's you and you have a burning desire to help other people and you want to build something great, I want you to go on ahead and text me on the number below. Text me BTS, that's for the Built to Scale program, BTS. Text me on the number below. And if this video has opened your eyes to what's been holding you back, do me a favor. Smash the like button, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with another coach who needs to hear this truth. I'll see you in the next video where I'll be breaking down the exact sales scripts that converts 40% of discovery calls into 10K paying clients. Stop making these mistakes and start building the coaching empire you deserve.